Tafabot HQ, and we're going to meet the team behind the world's #1 crypto trading robot. My name is Kyla, and I work in growth here at Tafabot, and I make sure that everything that happens here in the HQ gets communicated to all of our Tafa fans all around the world. Now, I'm excited to show you guys the rest of the team. Let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm Irish and I work in operations here at Tafabot. I oversee all units and make sure we're always working to give you the best trading experience.
Hello guys, I'm Isra. I work in the growth department at Tafabot. I make sure that you have the best trading experience. I provide you all the educational resources that you need.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Remy and I run product strategy and product design here at Tafabot. What that really means is I'm responsible for bringing out the new features, functions, and overall app experience for you guys as we grow.
Hi, my name is Soto. I'm an engineer at Tafabot. We make shade easy and smart for you.
Hey guys, my name is Gary. I work on development here at Tafabot to make sure that you have Tafabot time on the app.
Hi guys, we're glad to have you at the Tafabot HQ. I'm Samuel Benedict, CEO at Tafabot.
And now we'd like to introduce you to Mr. Dogecoin. He fuels all of our tummies and provides us with all of the snacks here at the Tafabot HQ. Now that you've met the core team here at the Tafabot HQ, we'd like to invite you to come swing by our office. We'll see you here at Business Bay, Dubai, UAE. Bye!
Hello, Taverns. It's another wonderful day. And we're back to printing money. For those joining us for the first time, this is the Tafabot live setup. And what we do with this setup is to give you a trade configuration that you can directly use on Tafabot to become profitable. Once again, if you do have a comment or feedback, the Zoom chat is always open. You want to send in those comments or feedback, and I do well to answer as much as possible before we do call it a day. So I'm going to start by giving a few updates once more about the new Tafabot app and also what you should expect. So if you can see my screen right now, you're seeing the new Tafabot app. And I'm going to go straight into the neural net bot. So I do have a lot of bots running. So I'm going to go for futures neural net. So you can see my futures neural net bot running. I just started the bot a couple hours ago and it's already in profit. And the bot at this point is trading at the same time Doge and Ethereum. If you can see the active trade. So we did say that there's a super new improved neural net. And this time, neural net is not just looking at the market and choosing one particular market. This time, it could choose 10 different markets at the same time and trade all of those markets at the same time. So you're welcome to a bot that is a multi-bot. So if you do go to the neural net details, you now find the neural net is now called multi-market bot. And this simply means that it could be trading 10 different markets at the same time, not one after the other at the same time, which ensures that you're always taking the most profit out of the market. And this is not just on futures. I'm going to go over to my sports neural net. So I started also the sports neural nets at the same time as the future. So you can find my sports neural net is on $1.7 profit from a $100 bot setup. And this is just a couple hours ago. Trading Ethereum and Doge also. So we do even find the sports neural nets having even more profit faster than the futures neural nets. So these are a lot of stuff to look forward to with the new Tafabot app. So you could directly decide to use neural net without any other bot, and it's also going to be as profitable as every other bot. Once again, we also have the pause bot, and this simply means that you do not want your bot to continue trading, but if it is in a trade, it's going to totally manage that trade and conclude the current trade. This doesn't mean that your bot is going to be off. It's just going to conclude the current trade without executing for the trade. And also, we also have the off bot, and this is going to totally power down your bot. And if you're in a trade, why putting off the bot is going to shut down the trade on your exchange also. So gone are the days where you have to go back to your exchange to make sure the trades are closed to shut down the trade. This time, the bot is going to shut down the trade itself. So if you're in a trade and you want to close the trade, all you need to do is to turn off the bot. It's going to shut down the trade. Let's say you want to change your trade configuration from long to short. You just need to shut down the bot for a minute, and it's going to shut down the whole trade, and you could change whatever configuration or do whatsoever you want to change the market of the bot. You can directly just shut the bots and change the market directly. So user is asking, could you explain more on the pause bot? So the pause bot is quite important. Take, for instance, with the martingale bot for spot or futures. So take, for instance, that you have your martingale structure that has up to 11 entries, 10 entries, or whatsoever, and you already have one entry into the market, and you believe that this market could keep going, let's say, in a direction that doesn't favor you at this point, and you feel like you don't want your martingale structure to continue, but you still want to hold that trade. So that's what the pause bot is going to do for you. So when I click on pause at this point, so when I click on pause, is going to hold that trade at that point, so you won't have new martingale entries into the market, but the current trade that you're currently holding is going to manage it as it relates to taking the profit or taking a stop loss if your bot has a stop loss without any further martingale entry. So this is also quite a good risk system, in the sense that you can pause your bot from entering new entries, and if the price go way above your setup, you can restart the bot by turning it on again, and it's going to have entries at the highest price point. So it is also a good strategy system to use. So you want to expect the new neural nets also on the new app, and a load of all other functions that you should look forward to. Once again, there's also an updated Smart Invest. This also ensures that your investment system well spread across, that you can accumulate coins in a better and more effective way. All right, so we're going to go to the deal of the day, which is on our setup. Now, if you've been following all of the setup that we did post, I want to believe that you shouldn't be on a short position anymore. We had a lot of our short position complete far much more than they would have gone. And we did say you don't want to be in a short position anymore. Now, what we do expect, which we're going to see in the market, as it relates to what are the reason and the rationale behind the current trade that we're going to be taking today. Once again, if you've not started your bot yet, you want to go ahead and kickstart the bot. So we did say yesterday that we're expecting a dead cat bounce, and we gave different price level for all of those bands to happen. Some of the market tried attaining those levels, some couldn't even dare it, and the market declined further, pulling Bitcoin to around this point here of 28,300. Now, this has been a major support that we've been talking about, and we say if BTC does break into the support and also break the 27,500, then we could be heading back to 25K, 23K, and potential 18K. So we did find BTC holding that support level at that point. And also, if we do go back to the BTC money flow, we also see the BTC money flow almost getting to a potential previous support level, and it's already bouncing off that level. At the same time, we do find the USD money flow also hitting a previous resistance zone over here. So we could see a little bit potential money decline out of USDT back into possibly Bitcoin or altcoin. So right now, what we do see is money pulling back into altcoin, but it's good to make it clear that all of these are just short-term money flow, and long-term potentially we're still very, very much bearish. But what we're looking forward to is taking the bounce flow that the market is going to pull into. So for that, we do have our setup for MKRO, which we did post around this point over here. MKRO is already bullish in the upside movement. And also we did have the setup for BNB, which we also posted around this point. And that is also triggering. And the setup for Ethereum, which we posted at this point, and that is performing super well. So what we're looking forward to is getting into the market with this market reversal, and we're not hoping to stay long in any of this setup. Well, we do hope that potentially all of the setup that we're giving today should be completed in the next couple hours. These are not setup that we want to hold for more than a day or two. So we do hope that these are short-term setup that should be completed potentially within next few hours or maximum 24 hours. And then we're going to be reviewing that setup again as to how BTC is going to react at this point again. So what we're expecting is BTC pull the upward movement up onto 29,200, 29,300, and we're going to see how it does react at that level. At that point, most of our setup also should be completed. If you've already started your bot, you should already have taken one or two of the strategy period already. And our strategy period this time is 5. You do not want to restart it when it is done, or you do not want to increase the strategy period. We want to see how BTC is going to react at this level. That will determine if we should continue the long or we're switching back into our short position. For a lot of users that I can see in the comment section, you still have a short running, means you were seeding more than strategy period 20, or you did get into those shorts late. You want to set it to strategy period 1. So if there's any decline right now in the market, it's going to close any of those short position. Well, potentially, like I did say, in the long term, we are still super bearish, but we want to take the little tiny movement that the market is going to give at this point in a strategy period 5. And before then, we're going to be reviewing again if we're still bearish based on BTC reaction at this next bullish level. So if you've not started any of those setup, you want to make sure you're starting them right away. If you're joining us for the first time, we do send the setup ahead of time, and you can also find it on my screen on the setup for BNB, for MKRO, and for Ethereum. So you're able to take the setup on both spot and on futures. So this is unlike the setup we gave previously that you could only do on futures. So if you're also on spot, you can take totally any of the setup that we did give right now, and you're also going to be getting excellent results on those. Once more, you want to make sure that you're not repeating any of the setup, and your strategy period is not more than 5. So while we do hope for the markets to reclaim those next level, like Ethereum, we do hope Ethereum reclaim the 1998. At that point, all of our trades should also be completed. For BNB, we're also looking forward to BNB at 337. At that point, all of our trades should be completed. And also the same, we're looking forward to MKRO at 767, and all of our setup also should be completed. Now, the reason why we're long in most of this market is that this is a market that has potential strength and good money flow. There are other markets also that we could look forward to, but they do have weak money flow. One of those markets that you don't want to be in a long on, even if the market is short-term bullish, is the SSP. SSP has a very, very weak money flow. So even if the market is bullish, you could see a potential decline. And also SSP also lack a lot of support levels. So a decline on SSP from this point could go further down more than even 30, 20, or 50%. So these are markets that you don't want to touch on the long on, even if the market is going bullish. You don't want to touch SSP. SOL also looks pretty good, but not that strong. So you also don't want to touch Sol. Dodge is also super amazing, but it's already hitting most of the previous resistance. So we don't want to go into Dodge, despite the money flow is good for that. So we're looking only on BNB at this point, on Ethereum, and on MK Arrow. So these are markets with strong support at this point, and their potential bullish market. So basically, this is what we're looking forward to. If this does change, we are also going to be updating you in the Telegram group. Once again, if you've not started any of those bots, you want to make sure you're kickstarting it right away. And back to announcement, we're also launching the new Tafabot app by Wednesday next week, and that already has a 10% discount bonus on license, new license and upgrade on the current app. So if you're using the current app, you can directly get the Tafabot license on a 10% discount right away. And this is going to run up until Wednesday when the new app is going to be live. So you want to make sure you maximize that opportunity. And the new app comes with a loads of setup, which we've shown in several other meetings on how you can create your setup from Martingale structure, super easy without creating all of the manual setup of entries, configuration. The new bot does it automatically, and Neuronet also is an extremely amazing AI system with the new app. So you want to look forward to that and maximize this period. So this is going to be it for today. Our meeting today is quite short, as there's not so much we expect from the market at this point. As we keep riding the short movement, if anything does change, we're also going to be updating. Once again, if I did miss your feedback or question, you want to make sure that you do send it into the Tafabot community Telegram group, and you're going to get a lot of leaders that is going to attend to that. Once again, if I did miss that, you want to make sure you send that up, and we do try to answer that. If you're also joining us late, this video is going to be up in the next couple minutes after this call, and you want to look forward to that on YouTube to be able to watch it again and understand what is the rationale for any of our setup at this point. So this is going to be it for today. This is one of the shortest meetings we've ever had, and we're going to be calling it a day for today. For those that are joining us for the first time, I really want to believe that is clear. As I said, please, I can't see the comments on Telegram. I'm not sure I understand what you mean by the comments on Telegram. You want to make sure you are on the right Telegram group. Neither can you make comments. You want to make sure you're on the right Telegram group. If you are and you're restricted, you want to reach out to an admin on the group. Maybe you were restricted by the group bot. We've also seen complaints like that. So you want to reach out to an admin to unrestrict you, and you can get to communicating again in the group. So that's going to be it for today. Taffans, let's go print some more money again, and we're going to be keeping you updated on the Tafabot Telegram group.